Hello and welcome to Revsport. We're back. Yeah, I don't know if anyone expected us to be back, but I certainly did. And we're here at the A Family Affair. I think that's how you say it. The A Family Affair. We'll go with it. And we are, of course, ever present. I'm Marley, and Leonard is here as well. Do you want to say hi?
I'm Coke.
Yep, Coke. Leonard, don't care.
I'm currently involved in a family affair, so...
Oh, are you going to deal with that?
I'm not talking about it.
Oh, okay. Well, he's family affairing, and we're going to family affair here as well. And we do have a special guest in the pit lane. Cameron, do you want to say hi?
Hi, Cameron. It's me. I'm here in the pit lane. It's a vibrant atmosphere.
Okay, right. Hi, Cameron. Hello, Cameron. How are you doing?
I'm doing terrific. I'm ready for an exciting day of BMW related racing.
Excellent.
Many indicators were broken.
Oh yeah, no, it's been one of those days for our drivers. Qualifying is going on now. It's just about to end, but we do have an exclusive hot lap for you. We did last time, after further inspection, we did notice that game was not a Assetto Corsa Competizione. So this time we've gone out of our way to make sure it is ACC this time. There were some issues with the graphics settings, but no worries there. I believe we should be getting into it shortly. So, start our lap here at the fantastic track that is Silverstone. So, coming onto the pitch straight, we're going to be coming into Cops. This is usually a lift, but we're flat out this time around. Magnus Beckers, very high speed through here. It's a true test of your car balance control, making sure that you can keep the car in line as you head through here. Down the hanger straight, we should be reaching approximately 500, 600 kph in qualifying trim. So now it's a difficult corner here. Make sure that you don't take too much oversteer there. already into club here, named because it looks like a club. It's one of those fantastic naming schemes that we have here in British tracks. Down the Hamilton Straight and into Abbey. This is easily flat in GT3, maybe a downshift here or there for the other classes. This section here is called Village. This is one of the newer sections of the track, designed something about overtaking. It's fairly a pain to do in GT3s, you know, got to maneuver the car from lock to lock, but fairly fair around there. Coming around Brooklands and into Luffield, keeping it tight to the run across the line. And should hit the line there. So, our drivers, of course, will be taking that lap, I imagine, a bit slower, especially during our first laps, because they're going to be surrounded by a lot of cars. This is a 3-class race. We have the GT3s at the top, the GT4s in the middle, and the lowly TCXs at the bottom. Now, I have managed to source a lap time of a faster lap than that, but it is, you know, you can't really use these strategies in a normal weekend due to, you know, lots of fan attendance and generally a lot more let's say safety structure around, but we do have another lap. So this is a faster lap. We're going with a standing start here because this is a speed run. And instead of taking the right here at the end of the Hamilton Straight, we're going to take a left. Now, the reasoning for this is that you can cut out a significant portion of the village we saw earlier, the very tight section. So you cut across the grass here, you do a U-turn, and this allows you to hit the timing line here. You need to hit all 3 timing lines, that includes the finish line. So we're going to cut through the access, there we go, the access lane, across the grass, and we're at the end of Mount Beckett. This is the second timing line here. So we did go backwards down the Wellington Straight. We did it quick enough so the stewards will notice it's fine. We'll take drift down here, and we're going to go through the pit lane. Now, again, if you do it fast enough, stewards don't notice. You can cross the line in the pit lane. Now that lap there, 30 seconds faster. I doubt we're going to be seeing any of our drivers using that, especially since I believe the Abbey entrance is locked off. But yeah, those were some good laps. What do you think, Cameron?
Well, I mean, I think the latter of those 2 laps is some high level tech. I don't think we've seen anyone deploy them in qualifying yet. So I think our time to be a bit more pedestrian than what we saw there, but still some very impressive pace coming out of our 3 classes so far.
Yes, we have. We are reaching the end of qualifying now, actually, and we'll be heading into the race shortly. But I can give kind of idea of the level of our drivers here if I can find the right button. There we go. So, fastest driver currently is Lucas Costa with a 157.7, only 0.003 of a second ahead of the nearest car. Going down to the GT4s now, we have 5 of them fiercely battling out for the fastest of that class, and currently is Angus Fender by 0.8 of a second. And the fastest TCX that we have here is Mr. Roffey. I will confirm first names. There are a lot of drivers here, a lot more than last time. I think we only had 13, 15 drivers at our last event, and we're up into the 20s now, so it's fantastic to see all of our drivers here today. It's the Paul Roffey, there we go, our fastest TCX at the minute. So, it's our very first multi-class event as well, and you know, multi-class driving isn't easy. I mean, have you had much experience of doing that at all, Cameron?
Yeah, it's what I prefer to do personally. It's very exciting to have 3 classes here today. It's not usually you get multi-class, you only get a field for 2 of them. So it's nice to see a decent turnout for every class here today, and also the variation in the GT3s with both the M4 and the M6 being used. But yeah, it's going to be eyes on stalks for this whole race. You've got a big speed differential between all the classes, so it'll be good fun to witness.
Yeah, we're gonna have 3 times the battles for the lead here, so keep an eye out for that. And Silverstone, do you have any particular affinity for this circuit?
It's certainly a circuit. It's not my favourite.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it as a more of a a love or hate kind of track. Some people really enjoy the kind of the fast nature of the track, but some other people, they could leave it for another British circuit. I think I'm in the latter, to be honest. But I mean,
It makes
each to their own.
It makes for some good multi-class racing at least. Surface is wide, fast, flat. Should make for some good fun.
Okay.
And yeah, plenty of indicator usage.
It's time. We're on the grid. The drivers are lined up and ready. We will be doing a track walk shortly, but just for those who are not part of the Revsport community, we have a Discord. If you head over to our website, revsport.racing, or follow the link at the bottom of your screen there, discord.revsport.racing, you can join. Currently, it's a fairly new community, but we're trying to flesh it out, more events and more members. So if you're a sim racing fan and you like what you see today, come and join. Right. Do we have a track walk ready?
I don't think so.
I do not believe we have a track walk ready. So, Coke.
Yes.
Do you play any musical instruments?
No, I don't.
Right.
I've wanted to, but I don't. No.
Okay. I think I've exhausted conversation already. We don't have a lot.
What's your opinion on Liechtenstein?
I mean, full power to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Where is our producer? I believe our producer. Right, we are ready for the track walk. Lucas Costa, hello. Yes, you are our pole sitter. Congratulations. A 157.7, 3,000ths of a second behind V. Bilanov. Very well done. Philip Ballawender, our previous winner of Suzuka 43, lining up on third. Kula Bukov in fourth position, not too far behind. Zed and Naniev in fifth, and A. Patan in sixth in the BMW. K. Franz in the BMW, alongside it in that row liveried machine. Jericho in the BMW on the right, the blue liquor molly there. We have T. Salonaho in the BMW. Very marvelous machine there, blue and silver, as you can see. And on the right, that, I believe, fantastic tricolor there of MD Kaiser. A. Gomizel in the BMW on your left with the emojis, and C. Nasha on the right of your screen. We have Bakshi on your left in the BMW, and Angus Fender, the pole sitter of the GT4s in the BMW. K. Martin in the Brazilian coloured machine there, and Husky Chocolates of J. Wolf, and they're leaving. Oh, we didn't know. No, you're not. No, don't leave. Oh, well. Well, the cars have left, but I will go through the remaining machines there. We have M. Bintang in 16th position, Alex Smith in 17th, Paul Roffey, the leader of the TCXs, in 18th, D. Newson in 19th, Cav Bud in 20th position, D. Kovacs in the 8th machine in 21st, Cameron Gold in the 33 machine, B. Cackrell in 23rd, and to finish off the pack, it is R. Prahastia in the 420 BMW to make up the rear. It's going to be an exciting one, Cope. What do you think?
Yeah. That's it.
Are you eating?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
It's gonna be great fun. I think I saw an audio there. I'm not sure. We'll
No,
have
no, no,
yeah,
no.
we'll
This is
have
a
to.
BMW. No, no, we can't allow this.
I think we
These
could.
are all BMWs.
Really?
Yes, these are all BMWs. We actually have, in
Wait.
fact, I think this is one of the first all BMW races on the sim grid. I believe there was a BMW M4 only race on the sim grid when that car launched.
That
But
wasn't it before.
wait, are you still checking
It's a,
BMWs?
I can't. I didn't know this was a
I you need to brush up on your reading there.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe I was reading the real book.
Well, that's
Um,
fine. I forgive you. Um, so we're coming around to the back of the track now, and I mean it's just a kaleidoscope of colours here. Everyone trying to warm up their tyres in the most haphazard way possible. And a kaleidoscope of colours, you are right there. Ballawender there in the brightest colour vehicle possible. Any liveries that particularly stand out to you, Coke?
it has to be the Husky chocolate one. I mean, I do want some chocolate right now. Looking at it,
It does sound like you are eating chocolate.
I'm not.
What are you eating?
Yeah.
Have you considered not eating that?
What do you mean?
Just save it for another occasion, you know?
I'm not leaving it cold.
Okay. Well, you could eat that, and I'm going to speak to our pit lane correspondent. Hello, Cameron.
Hello, and I can barely hear you down here in the pit lane. What's going on?
We're looking for one of those pit lane correspondence things.
Oh, no one's in the pit lane yet, but I'll give you our initial Revsport pit lane report, brought to you by Revsport Funeral Services. Revsport Funeral Services for when you've revved too hard.
Ooh.
And before the race, I was talking to one of the team bosses, Artembella Schummelbeyer. I believe he's the team boss for Mr. Salanajos, the 75 car, and they were saying that they're expecting a good one today. Dry conditions all the way throughout.
Dry conditions. Okay, excellent. We were hoping for dry conditions here because it's. I mean, wet conditions are fun, but we're looking for consistency for our drivers, and I imagine that they're going to be very happy with the news. Right, coming up to the grid now, Lucas Costa, our pole sitter, hoping to make away with the lead, maintaining the pace. Everyone's on tenterhooks now, and away we go. Everyone seems to have gotten away cleanly on that start. No one really bogging down as far as I can see. GT3's getting through turn 1 nicely. That's impressively clean through there. In fact, everyone's slowly making their way into single file. Ooh, that was a noise, Coke. What are you seeing?
I think I saw a yellow flag in the background. I'm not sure.
Ooh, well, I hope not for the driver's sake, because it's excellent racing out here.
Yeah, I mean for now.
You don't seem very optimistic. Are you worried about a?
I'm worried about potential damage to any of these cars.
Yeah, it'll make it much more difficult for our drivers to maintain racing speed. So, because Costa maintains position, I believe everyone has maintained position. A 5th and 6th have swapped, but generally our top 10 is looking fairly the same. I do believe, though, we did have a spinner, unfortunately. I believe A. Gomizel is no longer, as we see.
Oh my god!
Who was that? That's K. Franzi's gone straight on. That's an odd place to have a collision incident. It did seem he was going full speed off the track there, so unsure, but I guess we'll find out some information later on. I do apologise, it wasn't Egon Mazur that went off there. We will find out which car it was shortly. The timing order is not updated yet.
Oh, did you know? Silverstone was designed as a tarmac testing facility, and the layout was created by accident. Well, I'm not
Interesting.
surprised because the layout is absolutely terrible.
So we've got 3 people in this call that don't like Silverstone.
Yeah.
Right. We might need to investigate some talent-related discussions later on in our events.
I mean, I have no talent.
Okay, excellent. So, Vibilanov now chasing down the 25 of Bakshi, and Bakshi getting a little loose there. I couldn't tell if that was latency related or just handling related, but Bilanov now very close. So Blinov very close to the rear of Bakshi now, looking to try and make a move to Abby. Can't quite make it. It's not Abby. As we see a replay. Ooh. Triple sit car in the wall. That's not looking good for his race here. So that explains why he's dropped a few places. He was the 2nd place driver, Blinov was. So looking to regain those positions soon. Biding his time. Now, making a move on the inside their village. I don't think that's a place he wants to be making a move. Naniev. Ooh, no!
Another spin for the 666.
Pure aggression doesn't seem to be cutting it at the minute, I'm afraid. What a shame.
Okay. I mean, yeah, suspension damage.
Yeah, I imagine so. As we see, Gonzel actually still on the track. I was incorrect earlier on. Driving the 494 machine with the
What is that?
It's you.
Yep.
Fun fact actually about that livery, if you zoom in close enough, those emojis actually still have the Shutterstock fake background and watermark on.
Does it? How do you know?
Because I zoomed in really close and I saw the Shutterstock fake background and the watermark.
Yep. Nice. I mean, I think there's something going on in the pit lane. Cameron, can you report?
Hello, yeah, hello there, Coke. So another Revsport pit lane report. This time brought to you by Revsport Banking. Revsport Banking, the finest the Cayman Islands has to offer. And yeah, we just saw Blinov after those incidents come into the pits. I spoke to their team, and they believe it was an indicator fault. They found that the indicator was actually working, which is not allowed in this series. So yeah, they had to come in to get that fixed up early on.
I was thinking it was going to be because of the damage he took, but no, it's just indicator. Okay, fair enough.
Do you reckon the damage that he took actually made the indicators work? I reckon it works like that. That's likely.
I don't think of wiring, which is, you know.
No. I think that's how cars work. As we're on board with a car, the lovely car of the 33 of Sea Gold, making it too wide at the end of the hangar straight. Lots of, I'd say, an interesting interpretation of track limits there.
You could do that.
Yeah. Well, while we were hearing Cameron Gold forgetting to plug in his microphone there, just a spin out for our 2 drivers there. Absolute disaster for both of them. Okay. Moving around back to the front of the grid, we're back with Naniev here. And still chasing down the machine of Patan in 6th position. So he's dispatched the Franz behind, and he's, again, it's the same as we were seeing with the previous battle with the unfortunately stricken 666 car, is that it doesn't quite have enough straight line speed to get past, as we now switch to Alowender, who's, I believe, has just let Kulabakov past. Oh dear, Balowender, that's not gone well for you at all. He was holding second very well there, but The is the M4 better than the M6? Do you guys reckon?
Yes.
Because there's only 5 M6s signed up to this race, and out of those, I believe 3 of them are on circuit right now. Do you reckon that it is just the case that the M4 is just better, or is it a preference thing?
It's just better in any way possible. I mean, it's faster in a straight line. It's a lie. It's better in the
That is a lie, actually. Yeah.
The tire end is just so much better on the car. I mean, why would you not go with the M4? That's my question.
Well, I think Ballawender is trying to prove something here, and Godspeed to Ballawender, because I think we'll be seeing him very high up in the standings at the end of this race.
Maybe.
I mean, he did win our previous event, so...
He did, but that was in the Porsche.
In the Porsche, yeah, but in the wet. So...
Yeah, still.
Supreme level of car control required for that. So, we are approaching 8 minutes in. That is a milestone, so I will read off our top 3 in each class. So, Lucas Costa, still our leader, led from the beginning, and seeming to slowly get away with it. 1.3 seconds now, the gap behind. Kulabukov, our second place driver, and Ballawender just behind the preeminent position. For our GT4s, Angus Fender has been the lead car by a considerable margin now. He's gained 2.3 seconds onto K. Martin right behind, and Jay Wolf in 3rd position for our GT4s, maintaining his qualifying position there. And for our TCXs, we have Newson has taken the lead away from Paul Roffey. So, interesting battle hotting up in the TCXs, and Kovacs maintaining his qualified position of 3rd. So 3rd position seems to be where you want to be in the minute. So we see Alessio Gonizel go off there. I believe his car was mocking other drivers, and now he's being mocked by his own car in front.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. I mean, depending on what livery you have, it can backfire heavily, and we've seen that just now. But maybe we'll see something else like that later. You never know.
We have seen shadows of this before. The Red Bull livery from our previous event doing Red Bull things, of being a mild nuisance to the driver himself. So maybe liveries do have that kind of effect to a driver. You have a racing livery, of a fast team, and you feel that you have to overdrive the car. Maybe it's a psychological thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Ballawender diving into Kops, not quite making the move there. Kulabukov has now closed the gap up to Costa. So we've now got a 3-way shot to the lead. It's hotting up already, and we're only, 10 minutes into the race. So everything's still to play for. Our drivers pedal to the metal and hammer to the floor, or however that sentence is said. We get a shot now from our leader's vehicle, Lucas Costa, trying to maintain the inside line, the end of the hanger straight, side by side with Kulabukov into turn, coming now to club, still side by side. I think Lucas almost outbraked him, but Kulabukov now with the inside line, door to door, wheel to wheel, nose to bumper. Lucas Costa.
TCX,
yeah, TCX, get out the way! Oh dear!
Ballawender.
Ballawender just gets through. What a move! Lucas Costa now. Almost tapped there. Was that contact?
No, I don't think there was contact there. That's fine.
Keeping it clean, our drivers now, but Kulabukov is now getting away. Ballawender, snap of understeer there, rejoining the track at a considerable pace. I don't think he lost too much time there, but I think the stewards will actually... No, it's not going well.
The dishwasher was broken, I think.
Yeah. I think that got dislodged on the off track there, so...
We might need to come in for the press, you never know.
Well, I mean... That's not something. I don't think that's something you could solve with a simple wrench. There, I think an IKEA visit will have to be looked at. Yeah. Our battle for the lead now, Kulikov now slowly getting away as we now are coming up onto the TCX field. This is what we want to see. This is racing, ladies and gentlemen. Would you believe it?
No.
Oh, I believe it. We've got now multi-class drivers here. It's getting very messy indeed.
You believe in Scientology, so you believe everything.
What?
Yep.
No, no. No, I'm not getting cancelled on Twitter again. This isn't happening. Oh God, no! Put that camera away. Oh dear. Well, I wonder. Yeah, there you go. Cover it up. Yes. Yes. I knew you were. You are a liar.
I'm not lying.
You're such a liar. As we see the leaders go past Cameron and Gold, our lovely camera guys, and it's absolutely pandemonium here. Oh, it's like rush hour of the M25. Dear me.
Oh my God! Look at that.
It's. I mean, Cameron Gold is in the.
Fuck me! Fuck me!
Oh no! No, Cameron! Oh, if I could give you a hug right now, Cameron, I would. It sounds absolutely terrifying. I was about to say, Cameron is in the second, the middle class. So they're not the fastest, but they're not the slowest. And as a result, you're seeing these GT3s. They're steaming by like they're in a shopping trolley. So imagine how the TCXs feel. Paul Roffey and Newton.
You said Cameron was in the middle class, right?
Am I?
Yes.
I'm speaking about the wrong car.
Yes.
I'm speaking about the wrong car. Don't mind me. I was talking about the Husky chocolate car of Jay Wolf. Pretend I never said that. But again, my point still stands. It is both classes that aren't in the faster class. They're going to be checking their mirrors every 3 seconds because it's going to be hectic on the circuit. Oh, and the chat wholesome today. Lucas Costa's father is here to cheer on his son. Well, his son is currently he's got a podium position on his hands. He's looking for the lead, so it's going very well for him so far, I reckon. Right. This is some quality streaming here. We're getting the side-by-side cameras and all, and where else would you get this quality than Revsport? So again, I've said this before. If you are, shut up. If you are interested in joining our Discord, the link is on the bottom of your screen. You can also go to revsport.racing on the top left there. That's our website. It's due actually an update very soon, so keep an eye out for that. We also have a Twitter on the top right where we post all of our events, all of our news. We do iRacing events. We have streams. So if you are interested, you know where to find us. So we see now Cameron Gold side by side with Pastia. And further up the grid now, Ballawender battling Lucas da Costa again. After that shuffle, that is Lucas Costa, isn't it? No, that's Kulikov. What's happened to Lucas Costa?
He's been in the lead ever since that.
No, I know he's been in the lead, but I thought Lucas was ahead.
No.
Was there an incident?
No, he just got
TCX'd.
Yeah, TCX'd.
Yeah, he got shuffled out. Unfortunate, but still within touching distance. I mean, never say never. We still got 43 minutes to go. So, can we have a pit lane?
Yeah.
Yes, you can have a. So yeah, Revsport pit lane report brought to you by Revsport Cafe. Revsport Cafe. But yeah, so we just saw a stop from the 32 of Nasher, who was in the pits for an exceedingly long time, several minutes, and doesn't seem to have been a valid stop. On going down the pit lane, I saw that they had issues with a loose dog in the car. I believe they were maybe using him as a co-driver, and Yeah, I think he wanted a treat, so took a little while, but he's back out on track now, a couple laps down. I think his aim now is just try and get up with the TCs and the GT4s and see how many far up the order they can get.
And I must ask, is the dog still in the car?
I don't believe so, but maybe that's why the stop wasn't valid. Maybe they didn't quite successfully extricate the dog. Maybe that. So I'll have to come back in later to give it another shot.
Right, well, Godspeed to the dog and to the car of Nasher then. So, Lucas Costa in fourth, still hanging on to this front group of cars. There is a considerable gap behind to fifth position. So we now turn to the Turner car of Fender, Angus Fender, the Fender. And he is comfortable, I'd say. It's almost serene.
He's just been dominating the entire race, and I think he will be continuing to dominate the entire race as long as he doesn't get into an incident.
That is a wonderful engine note as well, there. So, thank you, Angus, for playing that engine note. I mean, that livery is a very nice livery. I believe it is the DS competition livery of which Angus Fender does reside. If you are interested in esports from a reputable source, come over to the Revsport brand. We have a website. Car 9 has left the... Oh! So that's why he's in a hurry.
Oh, for God's sake, not again.
Right. Well, in that case then, he better get a move on. I mean, there's 41 minutes to go, but if he goes faster, maybe it'll go quicker.
Maybe.
We see now more traffic, making it difficult as we see a car end up in the gravel. We switch over now to Rico and Franz, the two cars. They've been nose to tail for quite a while. They qualified next to each other, and they're both in, I believe, fairly brand new liveries to the game. So, you could dust the back of the car with a move like that. Christ almighty. Side by side again, but there's a GT4. They're going to split him. Is this Zonta?
That's the TCX.
That's a GT4, mate.
Is it?
Yes.
Go check.
The right, so the difference between the GT4 and the TCX is the GT4 has a multi-piece rear wing, whereas the TCXs don't, and they don't have end plates on the TCXs either.
Okay, fair enough.
That was a GT4, and I'm right. Remember that fact earlier? Don't make me ask you to bring it up again. That's what I thought. So, now that Coke is wrong, we'll switch over to Patan, who is caught up to the lead pack now alongside Balawender into turn 1. Keeping it tight, very clean. Balawender keeps his nose ahead now. This race is long enough to where it is going to require drivers to be cautious about how many penalties they are getting. Do you want to explain the penalty system?
So, no, I don't actually.
Can we fire? Ooh!
2 + 2 is 4. Wait, I have a calculator next to me. I need to.
Can you write that in while I explain the rules?
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the way this game works with track limits is that generally, if you are seen to have been gaining an advantage off track, so if you go wide and come back onto the track very fast, or if you cut a corner, the game will generally give you a warning, and it's 3 warnings, and then you get a drive-through penalty, I believe. Anyone correcting me there? Excellent. Drive-through penalty. If you cut a corner really bad, it will give you bigger penalties.
I can also confirm that 2 + 2 equals 4.
Thank you. What calculator did you use?
It's a Canon calculator.
I'll see if I can find my Casio calculator. I'll back up your statement there, but fantastic. We're getting into, I'd say now, for most of our drivers, the kind of dial it in at a speed that you feel comfortable and just drive smooth. Okay? it's not quite like an endurance event. It's not 24 hours, 12 hours long, but in between now and I'd say the last 15 minutes, drivers are going to be a bit more cautious. They've still got their pit stops to take. There's all of these thoughts about undercutting as well. Our drivers do have to take tyres. So every single driver will at some point have a brand new set of tyres. On the left of your screen, you will see Blinov has a green square. That means he's had new tyres and he's completed his pit stop. Everybody else has still one pit stop to go. So later on in this race, you'll be seeing that timing tower go from orange to green. Now, Tan.
Oh, it's been out. No,
Am I hallucinating?
I think you are. I didn't see anything there.
Okay, cheers. You do this bit. I'm going to need to recover.
I think there's going to be a crash here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. They've just been going at it for the entire race. I don't know what happened about 2 laps ago because there was about a 2-second gap, 2-second network. We'll move on. As a GT4 almost just destroys everyone. I think that's a GT4 at least. Oh my days, that car is absolutely destroyed.
Vehicle was that? Sorry. Oh my word.
Yeah.
That's a TCX, and next to it you'll see a GT4.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
there you go.
Absolutely.
Well, the thing is though, if you think about it, the TCX doesn't really have a lot of top-end speed.
No.
Anyway.
It's
And
still
not a lot of aero, so...
It's still faster than a Ginetta GT4 in the straight line.
Probably. So we see now...
It is.
I believe this is one of the more interesting... I'm not even going to call it a battle, the occurrences on the track, because these two, I did see they signed up at the same time, and they have been driving nose to tail the whole race. I think they're working together. Because if you look at that gap between 19th and 20th, they have pulled 13.1 seconds to the nearest TCX. That is a considerable margin, especially in these cars that are doing, what, 2 minute 20 lap times.
Yeah.
2 minute 20, 2 minute 30 lap times. So these drivers really have these cars dialed in. So congratulations to them.
Oh no! It's happened!
My day is ruined.
Donovan Newson involved in a...
Ooh, he might get a big penalty here if he does that.
He might get a drive through.
Oh no, we've seen this before.
What?
Oh, if you cut there,
your
lap doesn't count.
Sometimes, yes.
Because he didn't cross the...
Yeah.
That might be an issue. So keep an eye on Paul Roffey and oh my goodness, yeah, he's dropping.
He's already dropped.
Newson's, yeah, he's dropped a lap.
Yeah.
Oh, it was going so well for him as well. He's running second with his team. Well, I don't want to presume, but I'm going to say teammate here.
But I mean, the liveries kind of look the same, so
I'm gonna roll with it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going into the pits. I think it's over.
Well, we'll see. We'll check back in with him. Our pit lane correspondent. How's it looking on the Newsomobile?
Oh, I mean, it's a bit of a shocker there for Newsom. Really, I think you'll lose a lap in that cut. But I remember a big topic of conversation with some of the team principals before the race was how your pit strategy would be here, because there's only an hour long, but obviously there's a lot of traffic here, and pitting at the right time can make all the differences, especially if you're on one of those M6s where the tyre wear isn't so good. I mean, Leonov, for example, the 666, obviously we saw they had to take that early indicator-related pit stop, but they're running very strong right now. We can see them play themselves right back into the top 5 if they can keep this sort of pace up. So it just goes to show, pitting at the right time can make all the difference around here.
Thank you very much, Cameron.
You're welcome.
And we're gonna bring it back over to our lead pack here. So Papertan in the lead with Costa far behind. These guys are still nose to tail. It's been half an hour now, and they're still right up against each other. 4 cars for the lead. I think it's going to go to the end with these guys.
It will go to the end. And
Kulibakov,
pit stops, but
Kulibakov hasn't even pulled away that far. He's only a second up the road, and with these 3 guys, you know, maybe they'll try and work together. You know, I'm not going to say they will, but you know, it's not out of the question. Shall we do a little bit of a rundown while we are with the lead pack? Shall we?
Go for it.
So I'm gonna go through again. I'm only gonna do the top 3 drivers because otherwise I'm gonna be. And you know what? I'm gonna go through at full speed. I apologise for any mispronunciations. Ready? If you have a clock, start it. Kulibakov is in the lead, P1, alongside Balawenda in P2, Patan in 3rd, and Costa our pole sitter in P3 as we see Patan enter the pit lane. Naniev in 5th, Salon Aho in 6th, De Kaiser in 7th, Rico in 8th, Gomezel in 9th, Bakshi in 10th, Belenov in 11th, Franz in 12th, Martin the GT4 in 13th, J Wolf in 14th, Bing Tang 15th, Fender in 16th. Already have done their stop. Smith in 17th, Roffy in 18th, Kovbacks in 19th, Gold in 20th, Prahastia in 21st, Bud in 22nd, Cackrell in 23rd with a drive-through penalty, Nasher in 24th, and Newsom in 25th. I'm going to go to our pit lane correspondent now because we've just seen a load of people peel into the pit lane.
It's absolute pandemonium down here. This is another Revsport pit lane report. This brought to you by Revsport Catering Solutions. Revsport Catering Solutions. 4.2 days have had a food safety violation, and it's absolute mayhem down here. We've got GT4s, TCs, GT3s. Everyone's coming in now. We're coming up to the halfway point in the race, and everyone's decided. I think the common strategy is going to be cut the race in half, take it in the middle, minimise your tyre wear. But I'm interested to see if there's anyone. I mean, I'm surprised no one from the leading pack has come in yet. You know, they're losing time battling each other. If I was someone like Balawenda, for example, I'd be coming in now just to try and get some clean air and some clean tyres and seeing if I can put some quick laps and take the lead.
Yeah, quite. I do have a further question. Do we think that anyone's going to be holding it out to the end? Do you think anyone's going to try and do an opposite strategy?
I mean, I feel like if you're on the slow class, it's definitely a viable strategy. If I was someone like Wolf or Roffy, I would definitely consider just staying out until the last second. But the fact you've got to all take tyres means you don't really gain anything through the actual pit stop. It's more about just ensuring you're as free from traffic for as much of the race as possible.
Right, thank you very much again for your pit lane highlight. Alright, so.
Top 2 pit.
Top 2 are in? Top 2 are in.
Oh no!
Cam, your knee's okay. You experienced the pit lane incident there.
That was I like the pieces of car everywhere.
Oh dear me. Oh, as I've just spotted something on my camera there. If you cast your eyes to your what's the word I'm looking for? Timing tower. Gold has dropped a couple positions. He has been put around by, I believe, a GT4. So we might get a replay on that later on. But the meantime, now it looks like a sale day at Quick Fix at the minute. Everyone's coming in, getting their tires changed, and sailing off for the remaining 29 minutes of our race.
It's got his indicators on.
Oh! Change the camera. Change the camera. Can't have them. Change the camera. Thank you. Oh, that was close. Cavbird here. Driving a Revsport liveried vehicle. And that is a good a time as any to advertise our stuff again. We have a Discord. Be at the bottom of the screen. Feel free to join whenever you like. Top left, website. Top right, Twitter. And if you feel like it, like and subscribe on our YouTube. Thank you very much. I did just spot something. You'll be able to see on the top of your screen. Our leader our net leader initially as a stop-go 30-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh.
Now, was that as part of the collision? I'm going to investigate that. Coke, can you remain in charge?
I'll try my best. There's nothing much happening. We're just kind of waiting for everyone to just kind of be within proximity of each other again. But yeah, I don't think there's gonna be 4 cars anywhere. I think it's gonna be down to 2 or maybe just 1 car in the lead. So,
Oh dear. It was not part of that.
oh.
So, when he was collided into, he was going 40 kilometers an hour and then didn't enable his pit limiter.
Oh no.
So he went straight up to 120 Ks, and unfortunately, I'm afraid that is a stop of 30. So, what disappointing but fair.
What a year.
What a year indeed. Oh dear. So, our net leader, Patan. If you take our pit stopped drivers here, Patan is our leader.
Nope.
Because Costa is coming out the pit lane.
Costa's our leader.
Lucas Costa's brought it back.
By a margin.
I'm amazed. He's made the overcut work. As we see Patan, oh no! Keeps it out the wall. What a save indeed.
Ballerman gets through just like that.
And there's a car off to the side as well. That's a very damaged looking Mimobile. That is the car of, oh my word, Gomerzel, who is currently a lap down? Question mark? No, he hasn't pitted yet. So Gomerzel keeping his car in the top 5. Very nice driving from the M6. We've got 2 M6s in the top 5.
For now.
That's big, I think. And if you ignore first place, that's 2 M6s in the top 4, which means the M6 is just as good as the M4. I refuse to listen to you.
Do I even talk?
No.
Okay. I'll just shut up.
Yeah, I do know this, and it's very cursed. It is real, and it's very cursed. If you want to watch something after you've watched this fantastic racing, go watch Doggyland.
I mean, my 3 kids love to listen to Doggyland. It's kind
you
of.
should probably give them back.
What, the kids or Doggyland?
Okay, so Gomerzel in 6th position has lost a place there. Cav Bud right behind. I believe that's Prahastia. That's not Gold ahead of him.
No, that's not
yes,
Gold.
it is. Prahastia has gained the position on Cav here. So Cav looking to take revenge, hopefully, for his own sake.
Oh my god.
And whoa, GT3s are absolutely crazy. It's equivalent to the stuff that you see at Le Mans, where the LMP2s are just throwing it anywhere it sticks, and it's happening here as well.
I mean, anything sticks around the track, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's a very flat track, a little bit bumpy, but
yeah, I mean,
miles of runoff. I mean, English tracks.
Oh, you will go for it.
Cav with the old switcheroo, attempting the old switcheroo boogaloo, can't make it through, and oh dear, he's tailgating. Are we sure? I didn't believe you earlier, but are you sure that that's a BMW?
I think that's not BMW.
Can we? Right, okay. Pit lane. Do you have any inside scoops on what we're seeing here with Cav? Because he's tailgating.
Well, I did see there's some scrutineering teams around the 53's garage they'll hang around quite a lot during the pit stop. I think there were suspicions there that in fact it might actually be an Audi that he's driving. It might actually be an Audi TT under that body. It might be in disguise. And Yeah, so scrutineers, I think we'll look into that after the race, but for now he was sent back out, but the tailgating is definitely going to be drawing some suspicions here.
Well, in that case then, Cav, he's gained the position. We're going to have to see whether that's in a BMW at the end of the race or not, but congratulations on that fantastic overtake and Brastia there. He loves his switchbacks, and, well, he's made them stick. Congratulations there. Right. What else is going on in the world of BMW sim racing?
I don't know. Do you end up with a GT7 Cup in iRacing?
No, I mean here.
Oh,
Look!
the leader's just gone.
Well, De Kaiser is in the pit lane. So,
Yeah, he's not
Costa...
the leader.
Well, that's what I'm about to say, you
Yeah,
know.
but that's...
Right, let me get through on this. Costa has taken the lead from De Kaiser, who is still in the pit lane at the minute. I believe he'll slot into approximately 5th to 7th there, but Costa, our fastest lap driver and our fastest driver currently at the minute, out in the lead, and I believe the chat will enjoy that a lot there. So he's pushing now. He's got a considerable gap to Balawender in the M6 behind, and Patan, after that unfortunate loss of control, is a bit further back still. So he's got the makings for a win there. So let's see if he can make it stick. Further behind, this is, I believe, Solanaho and Naniev. Naniv? I'm going with Naniv.
Naive, yeah.
Naniv. Solanaho? Solanaho and Naniv battling it out through village. Now, green and orange. Does that clash?
Yeah, I would say so. I don't like the color combo. I think it just looks like vomit.
Do you remember the dress? The black and gold and blue and grey? Yeah,
Blue.
the two cars. Does that mean they're both the same colour?
I'm not boring. Oh,
Whoa, 3 wide.
There's a GT4.
That GT4 is painted like the BMW we saw at the beginning of the stream.
Yep.
And through they go. They've managed to keep it out the side of the BMW, and the two BMWs getting away as Zar Naniv cracks on with driving here. Now, K. Martin. Hello!
K. Martin.
Kovacs Martin in a very Brazilian-looking car, I have to say. It's got very Petrobras vibes to it.
His name doesn't sound Brazilian.
No, but I love the car anyway. It's spectacular, and
Yeah.
another fantastic livery as we see on our right of Angus Fender in the BS Competition Turner Racing trademark limited copyright reveal over there.
I'm gonna get copyright claims.
And if you are interested, by the way, in that livery that we did use in the hot laps, I will be making it available in our Discord at some point once I line up a few things a bit more. You couldn't see it from the front, and I'm glad, let's put it that way. So if you are interested in having that livery, it will be shared. Just a little bit of a fan livery, you know. I can't give out the full livery, it's a bit of a secret sauce, you know. A lot of work. No, don't do that. A lot of work goes into that. Ooh, this is a new camera angle.
Who's camera?
I feel like I'm in an F1 car.
I have a feel.
Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Well, that's motion sickness inducing. Keep doing it.
I mean, the controller of the camera could be a bit better, but...
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Well, no, this isn't... No.
This is just a drone shot.
You're telling me this isn't real?
Oh.
Wowee.
Nice 360 of the car there.
That's spectacular camera work.
Yeah. Oh, a cone! Oh no, the cone.
Never mind the cone. Look how close two cars have gotten. Nose to tail, Martin. Nose to tail. as it's Naniv and Patan now.
Yeah.
Solanaho still in tow, but the 3 cars now looking to get that bronze medal position. And not only did they get a bronze medal position, right? They also get a screenshot and a post on our Twitter.
No way.
As they are now closing up on another TCX. I got that right this time. So fight.
Oh, he's going for it. He's down the outside. No.
Okay, so I think we shall switch to a little pit lane discussion. I see you've got some insights about Ballawender.
That's right, I do. This Revsport pit lane report brought to you by Revsport American Trucking Co., formerly known as the Revsport European Trucking Co. And I had some insights there on Ballawender. Right now his pace is a little faster than that of Costa. Only by a couple tenths a lap. We see they've just set the fastest lap, but Ballawender's lost about probably 2 seconds or so in the last few laps, just catching traffic in an opportune place. And I think that's going to be the key to the whole race now. Is just where do you hit that traffic, and when if you get lucky a bit, it can make all the difference. It's about 9 laps to go. Anything can happen.
Right, thank you very much. Thank you for the pit lane broadcast. And we've just seen Naniv had a very good opportunity there, but went very deep into. Better get this corner right. Give me a bit. Sneeze there. Almost got him into Brooklands, but went very, very deep into there as we see race control. Oh! So it's not a BMW!
What the fuck?
Oh my word! How's he done that? Right. I will be messaging them about this after this race. That £5. Very serious fines that we have here.
Oh, I need it.
Yeah, he needs it. It's for his
surgery.
Yes, for your surgery. So we see the battle for third continuing here as Patan and Naniv. Well, they've not quite gotten alongside with each other yet. It's just ever so slightly edging a nose in, but not quite getting side by side. Not giving Naniv the right to the corner yet, as we see. Oh dearie me, Jay Wolf. Oh no. Jay Wolf will be in tears after that. I'll tell you that very much. Holy moly. Is he still alive?
I think. Oh my days, the dive.
Oh! This is battle of at least the day.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that at least the day. This is excellent.
Too close for comfort right there.
Oh dearie me. And yes, Jay Wolf did survive that. Thank you very much. So
He's probably gonna cry himself to save after this.
oh my word, that.
He's gonna be crying on the podium if he gets it.
I think the most terrifying experience I've ever had in sim racing was me just driving normally in a GT3 on iRacing, and then an LMP2 bearing me because they went onto the grass. I honestly, I needed to go out the room and take 5 minutes because
it happens.
I mean, in VR as well.
It happens.
Yeah, and I have a feeling Jay Wolf. Ooh, Naniv, that's not the racetrack. Is that going off and gaining an advantage?
That probably is.
Nose to tail. Can't push a car as we see Naniv now going to the outside and Patan moving across. And they're still side by side though. Naniv has the outside line and the speed and the snap of oversteer, unfortunately. Oh, very close for comfort there. So, on our left now, we're actually seeing the battle for sixth. There's battles everywhere. It's pandemonium. It's Friday night at Paddington, and everyone wants the Express. I'm loving it. I'm just going to keep doing these. These are great.
Oh.
Ooh.
He gets it. He gets it.
And Eve trying his absolute hardest to keep this position.
Oh,
Patan's had none of it. That's offside, clearly. Can't do that.
I'm gonna have VAR check right there.
That's disastrous. Oh dear, it was going so well as well. They were really putting in, you know, hammer and tongs and nails and whatever. It was going properly hard into that, and it just boiled over unfortunately. What a shame. We're still with Patan at the minute after reaping Naniv's soul out of the car. Is now looking to see if Solanaho is going to flinch. I think this battle here is going to get very spicy. Patan has proven for a considerable amount of time that he is fast, staying top 3, top 4 for the entire race now. And Solanaho coming up from the mid-pack now, tasting the podium positions. We've seen Naniv, I think, taking evasive action.
Yeah,
going a
most
bit
likely.
too hot in there. And we're just seeing absolute chaos. We are now with Belinov in a very suspiciously similarly covered. No, okay, it's only from the back, similarly covered green car.
Patan's got a drive-through.
Tan's got a drive-through.
Patan has the drive-through, yes.
Oh dear. Well, that's not going to do his hopes any good there. That's disastrous. Terribly unfortunate. Yeah, it will be for track limits, so we will be starting to see more of these as we come along now. Now, cast your mind back to early on the race.
Yeah.
Linov and a certain war, was it not?
I think it was, yes.
I might be wrong, and I'm open to corrections. And in fact, a correction has just occurred. Naniv and the 666 of Linov are both indeed running the same teams. J Wolf was a bit wide there, but excellent comeback drives for the GT3s that were involved in earlier incidents. We're seeing nearly all of them in this lead group now, the top 11 all GT3s. So good work to all involved there. Now looking at our podium sitter right now, Jay Wolf in 3rd position in the Husky Chocolates BMW M4 GT4. And now we're not looking at BMW M4 GT4, we're looking at BMW M4 GT3, as you see Patan flash Solanaho. I'm not sure what good that's going to do at the minute, because even if he does get past, he's got a drive-through to clear. I feel that he wants to get past and mitigate any time losses. We've seen Naniv also get a drive-through.
Oh! So this battle is solid?
No, this is Solanaho.
Oh, I forgot. Yes.
I forgot. And Solanaho also still battling. I don't think he's been let know that there's a drive-through for this driver just ahead of him. I think he's just...
I think the radio's broken.
You might get a transmission for that shortly.
Yeah.
Might be some team control messages here, but keeping it... I don't know if he's realised yet. He's still pushing hard. He's still, you know, nose to tail. You don't want to cause an incident with a driver that you're not really battling with. Another tap. Yeah.
It's happened.
It's only gone and happened.
Didn't fully spin around.
Shut up, man! Shut up and drive the
Ooh.
bus, man!
Okay, I think they did tell him.
Oh, maybe, yes.
I think they told him a bit too many times. Oh dear.
And has to serve this drive. I think either this or next lap.
Next lap, I believe.
Or he will be disqualified.
Coming round to the pit straight, as we are getting information from the pit lane broadcast that Alawinda has lost 8 seconds this lap, so something has occurred. I don't know what's happened there, but he hasn't lost the position. Solanaho still a good 10-15 seconds behind at the minute. As we see Patan and Neve in the pit lane. Cam, what can you tell us about the drive-through?
Oh, you can almost feel the frustration from these two cars going through the pit lane here. I mean, they were battling for that podium position all the way home, and now they're going to be looking at maybe battling for 6th, 7th at the end of it. So yeah, I mean, very frustrating, very big shame for them. I mean, I spoke to Dick Tracy, the team boss, and he's just, you know, there are no words really. You know, you work hard, and you just. This track's tricky for the track limits. You got to watch them. I'm surprised. I'll be honest. I'm surprised those two were the first two to get them. I'm watching Ballawenda going off the track a lot of times, and no GT for them yet. So, yeah.
I mean, I can imagine that they'd have been incandescent about those penalties.
You could almost see the cars turning red under their rage.
Also in the pit lane at the minute is Kulabukov. See what that's about.
I'll get walking down there.
All right.
I think it's damaged. Looks like that car is. I mean, I think they might actually. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be damage or something.
This is an unfortunate side by side of the two teammates here, but it's nice to see both of their liveries on the same shot. I did think that there were two drivers with the same liveries, and of course, there we are. So, Linov in P5, De Kaiser in 4th, just ahead. And it's a complete shake-up from what qualifying was like. I mean, if I really are qualifying, Linov was our, second place driver. He's down in 5th. We have Ballawenda, third place driver, up into 2nd. Kulabukov, an unfortunate incident early on, puts him in 9th. And Naniv, 5th place. That drive-through is put in 7th. Patan, 6th. In the 6th car. He knows what's good. K. Franz was 7th on the start, and my eyes are deceiving me now. I cannot see K. Franz.
He's dead?
No, he's not dead. Don't say that.
Oh.
Legends never die. Legends never die. It's I mean, at the minute, Angus Fender leading his class. Paul Roffey lost his teammate, but leading his class still. And Lucas Costa, our current race leader. Got 5.5 minutes to go. If you'd like to, in the chat, write down the name of who you think your driver of the day has been. Because I like stealing things from F1. So, just put in either the name or number of the driver you wish to support. Thank you. These are facts, I'm telling you. It's a great organisation. And we're going to be keeping an eye on the chat. We'll be seeing who gets the most votes, and we will give the driver of the day. Who gets the driver of the day? The driver.
Give them £2 as well.
Yeah, out of that £5 that Cabbers was after entering a ruddy Audi. Disastrous.
I'm waiting for an invoice. No, I'm sending the invoice, right?
That's how it works. It's the other way around.
Yeah. I'm gonna be a professional accountant, by the way. I know how this works.
Right. 4.5 minutes to go. Kulabukov still in the top 10. Looking to close up the gap to Gomizl. No, never mind. It's the other way around. He's already made it past Gomizl. Into 9th position. And I feel that this is where these two drivers are going to stay. A minute. I've seen the damage on Gomezl's car, unfortunately. For him, I think he's tidied it up now, but I can't imagine it was too nice to drive with earlier, and that has caused some time loss there in his race. So, fortunate for him. And Bintang driving the Need for Speed inspired BMW there, keeping it clean, keeping it easy. In 4th position in class at the minute, I believe. Out of 5, I believe there was another starter in the class who unfortunately did not make it. And this is an interesting fact. BMW do hold the Guinness World Record for the longest continuous drift at 11,180 meters. So, shout out BMW, you the realist.
And Insanity, not the best job in car company, but whatever.
No. And I want to round off, before we come to the final lap, Pit lane. Any insights before we enter the final lap?
Thank you, Marley. Yes, Revsport pit lane report brought to you by Revsport Big Pharma. Revsport Big Pharma. Rev dysfunction is a serious problem. Talk to your mechanic today. Yeah, so it was coming to the closing stage of this race now. Pit lane's gotten very quiet. Some of the mechanics are already starting to pack up. I heard that some of the mechanics actually showed up a bit late, which is maybe why we saw some of the later pit stops. They were held up due to rail strikes in the area, but they're here now and they're starting to pack up the garages, I think. But yeah, I mean, very impressive driving actually from across the field. I find 666 in particular to be a very impressive comeback drive. To be way down at the back and then to come back after the damage repairs and be in the top 5. I think you'd be proud of that drive.
Yeah,
yes, that's
it's
been a pleasure working from the pit lane. Thank you very much.
Well, that's code for he's off home then. Excellent.
I've got there's rail strikes. I gotta hurry.
All right, goodbye, Karen. We'll speak to you soon. And yeah, it's been a dominant drive from Lucas Costa here, coming around to the bottom end of the track. I believe there's only going to be one more lap after this, so get your votes in the chat right now. Let us know who you want to see get that driver of the day thing. We don't really have a graphic for it, but I will say their name many times. Lucas Costa. I mean, absolute machine. Lucas Costa has been this race.
It's been impressive. He's been at the front the entire race. He's left from pole, not every lap, but almost all laps.
I mean,
he's got the fastest lap.
I mean, what more can you ask for? It's genuinely looking to be the perfect race for him. He's fastest, 1 minute 58.5. His fastest lap. Compare that to Ballowender just behind on 1 minute 58.8. So he's able to get a little bit more out the car. He's 0.3 faster a lap at the minute as well. So that 11-second gap, I don't think it's going to go down next lap.
I don't think, unless something disastrous happens, he will win the race.
So white flag, final lap, sponsored by the Pit Lane broadcast.
Oh.
I'm still, I didn't. My train is late. I'm still here now. Yes.
Do you wanna do one of your final? Just hold the final lap.
Yeah. This final lap, white flag is brought to you by Revspeed. Revspeed. I love inferior revving.
No. Someone come off now. No Revspeed. We're not having Revspeed on this broadcast. I'm muting him. Right, he's muted. No more Revspeed. Right. This final lap is brought to you by Revsport. Just us. Yes.
Fair enough.
Closing 15 seconds now. Lucas Costa still in lead. Ballowender in second. Salonaho in third. We go down now to the GT4s. Angus Fender, the leader of the class. K. Martin, 18 seconds behind. And J. Wolf, third place. I believe that position has been like that for most of the race here. So these drivers are very, very, very consistent. And for the TCXs, Paul Rofty inherits the lead from D. Newsom, that big incident we saw earlier. Karen Gold in second, Cav Bud in third. So.
No, Kovacs in second.
Oh, Kovacs in second. I don't know why my eye skips over that. I'll do that again. Let me do that again.
Cameron Gold for the drive through the final lap of the race.
Oh! How many seconds is that? That's 70 seconds?
30 seconds if he can't serve it.
Well, he's got to open 8 seconds somehow. Well, never mind that. He's
losing the podium.
The winner of our race, of the family affair, our second ever race and our first multi-class event, our biggest event ever, one of two, I'm taking it, is Lucas Costa in the number 90 LCS machine, taking the win from pole. Fantastic drive all the way through. And listen to that applause from the garage. Absolutely stunning drive from Lucas Costa. Philippe Ballowender over in second position, and Angus Fender coming round the bottom end of the track, as we see here, will be taking the win for the GT4s unless something disastrous happens. Winky face. Solanaho on the left of your screen, taking the final podium positions for the GT3s, and I think there'll be some celebrations had between these drivers tonight. Coming around the track is Angus Fender, the leader of the GT4s, and our winner for the TCXs has just crossed the line, Paul Roffey in the 515 machine. A masterful drive from him. And yeah, it's closing up. It has been a fantastic race here. Kovacs taking P2, and we'll be seeing Cameron Gold cross the line, but it is a 30-second penalty, and we'll have to see whether Cavbird inherits that place as Angus Fender finally crosses the line to take P1 for GT4s. Okay, my apologies. Bakshi coming over. No, I was right. Okay, Martin coming over the line for second place in GT4s. And Gold keeps the position. Does he?
No.
Does he?
No.
He's still there. We'll have to wait and see after the race.
We'll have to see, but it's only a 24-second gap, which means he will not get third place.
And our final driver, I feel sorry for him, I really do, Newson in the 747 Airbus Boeing BMW coming around to cross the line. And I believe it is, you are right, Cavbird will take that position. And I mean, it has been a stunning race, honestly, from everybody involved. It has been, I mean, I'm lost for words. So
It's been a great race. It's been a fantastic night.
Yeah.
It's been a close night. I'm tired.
You were still eating at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. And we've seen some, overtakes, some highs, some lows, some unfortunate decisions, some pit lane shenanigans, and it's been fantastic to watch. Our driver of the days, I'm gonna give it to all of the names that have been said in chat here. So Lucas Costa, of course, our winner here, led off from pole, lost a couple of positions, but brought it back. He knew what was needed there. Gonna shout out Jay Wolf as well, Dominic in the chat, repping your name. Very happy to see you take the podium position there. And Kaz with the shout out for number 7, De Kaiser, just outside the podium position, but he's been rapid. He's silently been making his way up from the position he started in. So congratulations to all involved. And do you have any closing thoughts?
I don't.
And with that, do remember, join our Discord. Just disappeared off the bottom of the screen, and it's been a pleasure commentating. I've been Molly.
I've been Coke.
Thank you. And Cameron is. I don't know if he's going for his train yet. No, he's still here. Do you want to?
No. It's Great Western, It's
Would you like
nightmare. Yeah, thank you everybody for turning up. I'm Cameron, and till next time.
Yeah, till next time, everyone. Thank you.